Well, good blessed afternoon, beautiful ones. I hope and pray all is well as usual. I hope and pray that so far your day is great. If not, make it a great day. I will not be up here long. I hope to get directly to the point. Just in case I'm not holding this phone long enough on this today's passage from Jesus Calling book by Sarah Young. I encourage all that will and have a desire to Google, Jesus Calling book by Sarah Young. And it's daily reading. And I cannot tell you the many a times that the Lord has used this lady right here to speak to me. And today is one of them, because actually I had planned on intentionally not even coming up here today. I need to get back into what used to be my work room is now my junk room. And I'm clearing things out and I'm packing up clothes to get out of here, and just so much that I need to do. And that was my plan for today, which half of it still is, as well as doing my laundry and my housework, so that when Saturday get here, I can just relax and rest and get ready for hopefully going to church on Sunday, which is my desire and my plan. So I'm gonna lay this phone down and I'm gonna get straight to the point. Not just from this week right here, but for several months, I wanted to address what is spoken here by the inspiration of the Lord through Sarah Young. For July the 11th, today, the Lord inspired her to read, "Worship me only. Idolatry has always been the downfall of my people. I make no secrets about being a jealous God. Current idols are more subtle than ancient ones." And that's because inventions, wisdom has increased, and so much, like the microwave, the telephone, and on and on and on, transportation, airplanes and the like, fashionable clothes and jewelry and all of that, male and female, are idols. So it said current idols are more subtle than ancient ones, which I just read, because today's false gods are often outside the field of religion, which the Lord hates religion. I like to use the word spiritual because there are many different religions, but Christians don't follow after religious things. That's why we need to get to know the Lord and his word for ourselves, and following good leaders, pastors, any leader that's teaching coming from the word of the Lord. So I'm going to read this again. Current idols are more subtle than ancient ones because today's false gods are often outside the field of religion. People, possession, status, and aggrandizement are some of the most popular deities today. Why I'm up here is because of what I just read. People idolizing people and possessions and status and self, gratification. I guess I'm not familiar with this word here, so I'll just use what I'm familiar with. Are some of the most popular deities today. Beware of bowing down before these things. False gods never satisfy. Instead, they stir up lust for more and more. Like you just can't please man. You idolizing. Let me go on because I'm going to get back to that. When you seek me instead of the world's idols, you experience my joy and peace. When we seek the Lord instead of stuff, instead of people, instead of things, when we are content, when we know the Lord Jesus, then we have joy. We most definitely first and foremost have love, because I mean, I understand having a child and you just love that child, or you meet the man of your dreams and you're married, so you love your husband. I understand that. But I don't understand anybody. To me, when we get to know about the Lord, that's when we learn what true love is. And there are few people, believe it or not, there are few people that actually know what true love is. I'm going to pause right here and say that this right here is the real me. This is the true me right here. When I'm in this spirit right here. But like you be around people and you try to, you to a certain extent, you go along to get along, which I'm cutting way back on that. I mean, I don't, anybody that's that's doing certain things. There are some people that we, to a certain extent, to get along, even in the house of the Lord, we have to go along to get along because there is only one perfect somebody, and that's God, So these intangibles slack the thirst of your soul, providing deep satisfaction. Oh, yes, there's a lot of satisfaction into things of this world and people, until it stops satisfying. See, I know. And you can be without, have nothing, dirt poor, not even having enough food, and of course that's no satisfaction. Or you can have enough money rolling through. You can have it, and there's no satisfaction there. You can be saved, unsaved, having no satisfaction, just plain misery, been there. And the Lord opened up a door and he provide plenty. And you be invited to country clubs and certain people want to be around you. All of a sudden you important, But oh, please, Lord have mercy. One thing I've never done when I had two nickels to rub together was I don't let no one put me up on a pedestal, because we need to know what's in us. God knows, and like I always say, I don't practice in no sin, but I'm no fool. I believe what the word of God says. I know I sin. I've seen a couple of videos that I did, and I even put them on my community wall, where some months ago the devil was attacking me in such a horrific way with on my phone, and he still to this day doing the same, but not as horrific as he was. And I said, get your ASS. I said it out loud, out my phone. And then the next day I was on my laptop and I said, get your DAM out my laptop, this just a few months ago, and so hey, but I know that I've never liked profanity. I don't like to hear anyone curse. It just, what I say, it just came out with. It's like if I'm really, really, really serious and angry. That's why we are not to be angry, because old stuff. Although before salvation, I was not a cursor. It just don't sound good, But anyways, but I can't say that I haven't cursed or that I don't curse, because I don't know, because everyone, I'm just being transparent. I'm being honest. Everyone have a button that you can push, and certain words will come out. I've stumped my toe, and I didn't use profanity because, see, there's a difference. A person can drink and not be a drunkard. A person can tell a lie, but not be a liar. You can curse, but not be a cursor. You get what I'm saying? Okay, back to this. The glitter of the world is tiny and temporal. It don't look like it is though. I mean, the glitter of the world is all over. It compared to what we will have, it's tiny and temporal, is what the Lord is saying through her. The light of my presence is brilliant, and it truly is, and everlasting, and I believe that. And he's saying here through her, walk in the light with me. Thus you become a beacon through whom others are drawn to me. And, spirits clash. They clash, And there are some people that they just, no matter what you do, they just don't care to be around you. And that's why so many people have problems. And we are not, I'm going to just come right out and say it like I feel it. The devil is so real. And he absolutely loves making God's children look like liars, look like fools, look like we evil, troublemakers and stupid, like we say things and don't know, what we talking about. Because see, they are blinded. They can't hear and they can't see. So see, we have to stop giving people power over us, going along to get along. Because that's why, see, this is something that I had to learn, and I'm pretty much up to, I say like 90%. I'm going to hit 100 on this, because when you just get tired and sick and tired of letting people have power over you, like, it don't matter. And it's like this. There are some, because of their prestige, there are some people that's how they are. Say like, there's two people. One of them, they may live better. They're educated. They just, they know the proper way to dress and to talk, and they but they can say anything. And people are well, not everybody, but I just say, they say like a few people in particular. Whatever this person do or say, it's no wrong. Everything is right. But then they see this person here as being godly, all because they feel like they're blessed because of what they have, or because of what they know and how they are, and because of what they can do for them. How they can help them to climb the ladder and stuff like that, And then there's somebody else that they the opposite, but everything they say is wrong. Let me tell you something. I was mocked. And this is not the first time. It's just been a while since they mocked me, And I want to give God the glory, because I've learned not to say nothing. Because see, like I was saying, the devil tried to make us look like we troublemakers and stuff. And see, we know a lot. Those of us that the Lord has poured into and opened up our hearts and our eyes and our ears that we can hear and see. Let me tell you something. I see and I hear a lot. And there be things, take like YouTube. I use it for example. I see and hear a lot. But what am I to do? To get up here and say, well, I know what you're doing, or I know what you're not doing. Oh my goodness. See, it's not always what you see or what you hear. It's what you don't see. Good God Almighty. Hallelujah. It's what you don't see and it's what you don't hear. See, we know a lot. Those of us that walk in the Spirit. Now, I don't walk in the Spirit. I talk a lot about me, because I don't know anything about, per se, those of up here on YouTube. I don't know you, but I do know some things that I could talk about, but I choose not to, because I already know, and I'm so thankful to the Lord for that. When I started out, see, I put on my community wall last night. I shared it on my community wall, a post that I did 10 months ago. I made a comment on this latest post. And when I tell you, hey, I be wanting to now, but I don't. I don't mess with certain people. I just don't. I just don't. Because why would I open up that door of trouble? Because that's all what it's going to be. It's going to be a whole lot of trouble. But see, I'm not afraid. I just have more wisdom not to do this. It'd be, first of all, I don't go into that many bushes because I can't take what they be saying and what they be doing. But curiosity, and I'm not a nosy person. It have been things going on here in my neighborhood. And my neighbor had said, did you see so and so, or did you hear this and hear that? I mean, one night I left out of my bedroom, and it was in the wintertime. It wasn't during Christmas time, but for some reason I had forgot to close my blinds, and I went to close my blinds and look, and at the corner there's only a big field. I'm not really close to anyone. There's a big field. They got a lot of land. I don't have a lot, but I got enough. And it looked like a big old huge Christmas tree. It just all the fire trucks, policemen, and just lit up down there. And I didn't know it, So I'm not a nosy person, but up here on YouTube, you just, so that's how I started out. I started out with some of these content creators. And when I tell you, man, so many of my posts went viral. I had a whole, I started getting subbed just like that. You know why? Because trash love trash, So one would say, well, you go to it. Yes, I do. But not for the same reason as some. Because misery do love company. And I'm not miserable. And I do not need that type of company, Okay, so the reason why I am up here is this right here. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to speak as plain as I can. Anything that you're idolizing, especially people, God will take it away from you. And I know of a prime example. Like I said, I've been wanting to talk about this for months. And I'm going to just come right out and plain and say it. Some of y'all, you idolize your children. Your children may be doing well. They may be doing, and then some they try to hide. You try to hide, try to act like your child is so great. And as I said that, a content creator just popped up into my head. But actually, I'm just talking in general. I'm just talking in general. I can say that all three of my children, I can say they became successful, but because of my past, they have problems because of who raised me and things that happened. I have problems. Everybody have problems. But let me tell you something. When you feel like that you so right and you teaching your child, you ain't teaching your child nothing about the Lord. Oh yeah, you teaching them how to excel and how to be a respecter of persons. But let me tell you, those kids are fooling you. Your children are fooling you. But you know it. You know they fooling you. But yet, what do? You try to be their friend. Yeah, you're trying to be instead of being their father, instead of being their mother, instead of being that grandmother, that great grandmother that teach them the right way and not forcing the Lord down their throat. You're just decent. You just got high morals. You're not into, throwing down and getting high and partying or talking about people or being full of hypocrisy. Because you are not as spiritual as one is, then everything that they do is wrong. Everything they say is wrong. But then somebody else, let me tell you, better be careful. Cause see, speaking of just come straight out and say it, The Lord already don't took away one that you put up on a pedestal that was serving the devil. Already don't took away one. You better be careful. And I'm not prophesying, because see, when this came to me a few months ago, I began to pray. And that's what I do every day. God, protect. Don't let nothing happen bad. Don't let nothing happen, Lord. Help them, change them. So I'm praying that their eyes are open, that their ears are open, and they begin to see the truth. Because there are some people that they feel like they know everything. You can't tell them nothing. And I'm going to be honest, I'm tired of going along to get along. So over, I can't say months, I can say years, I've been distancing myself, because like I said, I'm not going to put myself on anyone, on YouTube, off of YouTube. I don't esteem nobody no higher than I do anyone else. You know why? Because that's having a respect of persons. And that's what the Lord say, do not do. See, I've said so many times, I don't give a kitty what somebody got. You can be a multi-billionaire, trillionaire, if there is somebody that's a trillionaire, I mean, my goodness, I don't know. But my point is, I don't care. I've cut people off. I cut a lady off that this lady was so good. I didn't ask her to bring me nothing or to do nothing for me, but her spirit was not right. And I had to cut off. Some people have people in your life just for what they can do for you. See, that's how the devil got a hold to you. Ain't no man, nobody walk. And with the help of the Lord, I would not let any human have any more power over me. And I magnify the Lord for me becoming a loner. I became a loner for all the things, all these many years of things that I've been through because of people. Yeah, we say the world, but we know it's not the world. It's people. A lot of people are miserable. You are miserable because you going along with everything to get along. And something else just popped into my mind that I'm going to say, and then I got to get off of here. I got a load of clothes. I've washed them. The ones that, because I used to put my clothes, some clothes that I just put on the delicate cycle. I just, instead of putting them in the cleaners, I washed them and I hung them up. And the one that's not there in the dryer, and my dryer is noisy. And so there are things that I have to do. But this right here, before, I pick my phone up. Some things it's meant for us to see, And like I say, when them bushes that I go through, they don't pop up. They don't pop up because I'm not sub to them. And even some that I am sub to, I don't be getting notifications, but I think it's because I have my notification. I have two phones and a tablet, and I always keep my tablet and this phone right here that I'm talking on down, and it's the one that I do YouTube on. My main phone, I don't even use it on YouTube. Since my other one broke, I used to, so I could use both of them. But since that old one broke, the new one that I have, I don't even get on this page on it. So I always have the ringer turned up on it and my notifications cut up on it for business, in case somebody called me or something like that. But this phone right here, because I can't, distractions I can't take, And so if I pick it up and I see that little thing up there, but then I don't understand why some comments I miss because they be going to the YouTube studio. I mean, I don't get that. And I'm not going to try to, I don't rack my brain trying to figure out stuff, trying to put into my head, why this and why that. And I'm going to put into my head what's necessary. I'm 72. I'm getting old. I don't feel well, my body, yes, but in my spirit, I'm very much alive, So, I am subbed. I don't know if this lady subbed to me or I subbed to her. I don't know. But anyways, I seen where they had posted something, and I picked it up, and lo and behold, they are saying that hit the like button. They ain't said, they ain't, won't talking about nothing. They just want you to hit the like button. And they saying that if you can't hit the like button, they don't want you there. They don't want you there. And they saying that if you don't hit the like button, but you keep right on watching, they say, woe is you. It was saying something bad was going to happen to them if they didn't hit the like button, but yet they kept right on watching, calling, saying that you're this and you're this and you're that, And this is an evangelist, which I don't like titles. I was ordained by man as an evangelist. But I feel like the Lord called you. You don't need no title. I mean, I understand in these churches and stuff, you got pastors and deacons and, deaconess and stuff. I understand all of that, But let's say that I kept my license. I've been up here 26 minutes. Let's say I kept my license and I was to put up here evangelist and then my name. I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't need that, See, we try to put ourselves up, but anyways, to each his own. And so I almost commented, well, I can't like because I don't know what you're going to say. You may say something that I don't agree with. So to me, now this person here, they got a whole lot of subs and stuff and they saying, why they hit well, I mean, if you like what I'm saying, why don't you hit the like button? Now, I don't get that. Somebody come on my page and you make a comment, but you don't. Now, I've made a comment first before hitting that heart. Whereas now I try to remember to hit the heart, then make the comment. Because if you make a comment, don't hit the heart, then they might feel like, well, I didn't like what they said, So, I mean, some things I get and some things I don't get because I don't get how somebody can come and say that they, comment and all the hearts and all of this and that, but they don't hit the like button. Because, see, if I was monetized, hitting that like button would help me, so that I don't get. But anyways, nobody have to comment. No one have to like. No one have to do anything. I try to talk as if I'm led, if I feel it, if it just jump out at me. Now, I like to get up here and just clown, just chit chat. I haven't done that. Well, I don't think I've done it in a while. I used to get in my chair. I used to retire at night. Now I just photo, but I'm growing. And thanks be to certain subs that I'm so appreciative. I'm appreciative of all subs. But to the certain ones that really do, along with the Lord, help make my day by encouraging me. Because everybody need encouragement, and it's not easy all the time being saved. When you got these, you got to fight. Sometimes you got to fight, But I thank the Lord that right now, we always in a war. We ain't gonna never get out of this war. We just not on the battlefield right now, So we got to know the difference. So anyways, that's pretty much all she wrote. And I will close by saying, if you're going to idolize anybody, idolize the Lord and not people, because them people that you putting up on a high pedestal, the Lord can take them away from you. Be careful. Be careful. And I'm saying this in love. I am beginning to ask the Lord to give me the gift of prophecy. I want to prophesy. But when I pray, I don't pray for bad to happen to nobody. There is one person popped up into my mind that I dislike, but I don't hate. And that's someone that's in my city. And it's a male, not a male that, male, female kind of thing. No, nothing like that. But because of something that they should have done years ago, but they didn't do it. And now because of what they didn't do, somebody messed up. You see, they only did what's right. Because, see, I don't understand why the Lord, but see, like all the things that I went through as a child. I started smoking cigarettes when I was about 11 or 12. 11 or 12 years old smoking cigarettes. And I ended up several years ago. I had to have a polyp removed off of my throat, because if it had stayed there and grown, it would have became cancerous. So and that's why my voice is heavy. So anyways, I don't pray. And I pray for the Lord to keep this person, to bless this person. I don't pray bad. When the Lord began to really strengthen my prophecy. But see, it's up to me, because see, you can't desire something. You got to feed what you desire. See, I desire to be holier. I desire to be more righteous, which means doing what's right. I desire to have a deeper, closer walk with the Lord. And I desire prophecy. I desire speaking in tongues. I speak tongues fluently. Come out just like clockwork. Oh my God, Lord, I thank you. So it's whatever we desire to feed. If you want to be more spiritual, that's what you got to feed your spirit and stop feeding the flesh. Oh yeah, I feed my flesh. I sure do. I gotta go. God bless you all. It's getting ready to cut off. I've been up here 31 minutes. Have a wonderful, blessed day. I love you.